why is it that we can stand straight? Till now, we have studied the bones are there which creates the structure of the body. But why am I able to fold my legs and hands?
Oh, it is because we have got, along with the bones, the joints, the ligaments, and the tendons. So, I will explain to you all about it. Do you see these purple dots? These are called as joints. Wherever two bones meet, that is called as a joint.
Oh, I remember seeing the images in Volinitel or any painkillers advertisements. Those are the joints. Sometimes we also have joint pain.
Yes, you remember your grandmother also suffers with a joint pain? So now we will learn what are the different types of joints. So there are two kinds of joints. One is a movable joint and other is immovable or fixed joint. The movable joint consists of ball and socket joint, the pivot joint, and the hinge joint. And we have immovable or the fixed joint that we can see in our skull and in the pelvic girdle and the hip joints.
That sounds interesting.
Of course, yes, it's very interesting. So when we talk about movable and immovable joints, we will see the difference. The movable joints allow greater freedom of movement, wherein you can move the movable joints very freely, whereas immovable joints don't allow such kind of free movement. Whereas in movable joints, you have synovial joints which have synovial cavity. Synovial cavity is absent in immovable joints. Movable joints, the examples are shoulders, elbow, wrist, and immovable joints, you have skull and pelvic girdle. So you might be thinking, what is synovial joint, right?
Yes, what is synovial joint?
Yes, very true. So between the bones, whenever we try to fold our hands and legs, there is synovial membrane between the gaps between the two bones. It is filled with synovial fluid. Also, you see here, there is smooth cartilage. So cartilage, it is a protection at the end of the bones that does not allow the bone to rub each other. Then we have the ligament. Ligament is a fibrous tissue that connects a bone to a bone. See, here is the ligament which connects the bone to another bone. And here is the tendon that connects bone to the muscles.
So we have ligament that connects bone to bone, tendons that connects bone to muscle, and cartilage which acts as a lubricant between the two bones, right?
Yes, very good. So you know what is a hinge joint? Hinge is as you open and close a door. So you have an open and a close. So that is a hinge joint. So examples of hinge joints are
the knee and the elbow. We can fold the knee up and down, and also we can fold the elbow up and down.
Next we will see the pivot joint. So you can move your head left to right, also up and down. This kind of movement is possible due to the pivot joint.
So neck is an example of pivot joint.
Then we have the ball and socket joint, where it can go in a round and round movement.
Yes, the shoulder and the hip joint.
Very good. And then we have the gliding joint, which is a joint which can glide over each other.
Yes, as the joints on our wrist. Yes, so we have ball and socket joint in the shoulder and in the knee, in the hip joint. Then we have hinge joint on our elbow and our knees. Then we have gliding joint on the wrist and the feet. And we have pivot joint on our neck. It is a wonderful session. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day.